I sat next to Mick Johnston today coming up. He's a part owner of Canedna. He had all his mates with him, and he talked about the thrill of having a good horse. Well, you know what? It's not that expensive sometimes, and it is the most fantastic thing. And here's a unique opportunity. I love the idea of this. It's called miRunners, and it costs just $175.
Racing is a sport that it's like no other, and until you've done it, until you've touched it, until it's driven you mad with anxiety on the lead up to the week, you haven't lived really until you've experienced those emotions.
To feel the thrill, you need to be a high flyer, or cashed up, or oiled up. But miRunners is pitching to the ordinary racing fan, the punters.
How many units can each owner buy?
So there's 1,000 per horse. We cap it at 20 as a limit because
20 units
is
the maximum.
Is the maximum, yeah.
So that there's not one power block.
That's right, yeah. This is about participating in teams.
The miRunners model takes syndication to a micro level. You might only own the proverbial hair on the horse's hide, but you're an owner.
Knowing that your horse is racing on that day and you never know where that's going to take you. It could be the next wings, you never know.
It's an affordable option to own a piece of a racehorse and maybe a piece of history.
My son told us about miRunners. He had a couple of shares and we looked into it and joined it, and it's been fun ever since.
Grew up on a dog track. Mum and Dad had dogs all their life. Always wanted a horse, but it was never affordable. And that's where I found miRunners, trying to find somewhere I could fit in.
miRunners has formed a partnership with Racing Queensland.
miRunners is a really exciting concept that gives premium racehorse ownership a chance at a really affordable price to race horses with Group 1 and Golden Slipper winning trainers like Chris Muntz, Rob Heathcote, and have a chance to race in the Sunshine State for great prize money.
You receive your pro rata share of prize money. You receive, when that horse is sold, you receive your pro rata share. You get, we've got limited access to obviously the mounting yard on race day, so we ballot those off in a transparent way. miRunners is all about transparency. There's no secrets here. What you get is what you see.
And they're $250,000 horses, and the average Joe bloke can get into it and have a ton of fun. And with the miRunners technology, with delivering all our information out to the owners, it doesn't matter whether you have a one unit in the horse or you have 10. You get the same input and you know what's going on all the way along.
These are seriously expensive horses, made affordable, but also some of the best trainers in the world. So you're doing what the wealthy are doing. You've got every possible chance to compete on that big stage and take them on.
It's magnificent fun. That's what it is.
Judy Marks of Adelaide is doing something she never imagined she would do.
How many horses are you in now?
Well, they've expanded to 6, so yeah, and loving every minute of it.
Oh, you've got in big, haven't you?
Oh yeah, big for a pensioner.
It brings people who weren't able to participate in the sport into the game. She started with 1, she's now got 6. She's retired, and it's given her a lease of life. The day that we're a group and 500 owners together knock off Jerry Harvey, or they knock off a sheik, knock off a billionaire, that's the day when, as a team, we've done something pretty special.
Katie, it is what it's about. You can be a right roar, you can be a chic, but you can be just like you and I and have just as much fun, can't you?
That's right. What a fantastic initiative. I mean, to get involved in this sport is one thing, but to get it, to be only paying that sort of money for it, and I must say, those cheap horses are the ones that have the big hearts.
Absolutely. So miRunners there. And Members Joy, remember her, Melbourne Racing Club and all those owners? She was sold this week in Foal to I'm Invincible, bought by Equus Farm for $1.45 million, not far from us, down the road. So great things can happen.